weightless, friendly. I got people trying to end me. Oh, we got malicious intention out here. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Some type of door is about to be officially closed due to some type of malicious intention. Word. Okay, so fertile abundance. Look at this card. Look how beautiful this card is. Oh my god, I fucking love this card. All right, I'm hearing honeybee. Okay, you're being protected like the queen of a beehive. Okay, it's about to be televised, public news. A lot of people are going to be talking about your abundance. And I feel like you have abundance in so many different areas, from so many different streams, in so many different ways. Like, people wouldn't even know that you have your hand in a lot of pots and they're all stirring. Okay? And so the direction that you're doing this in, or the method that you're using to generate this abundance, you're doing it with the path of least resistance. So that means that you already know, you use your prior knowledge, you use your wits, and you already know that if anyone knew that you were doing this or that you were behind that, they would try to smoke you out. So you have your own hidden connections going on. That's what I'm getting here. And you're building and you are creating legacy, residual income. So instead of it being in your name, in your honor, for the glory of yourself, you're investing in other people's glory, in other people's honor. And it's too many leads to follow. You see what I'm saying? It's too many trails to follow. So it's like, can you keep up? Make me lose my breath. They can't keep up. Ooh. They can't keep up with you. Even if they invented a machine to help them keep this overgrowth of abundance that you have in check, they still wouldn't be able to keep up. We got new perspective. They still wouldn't be able to keep up. That's crazy. This card says landscaping. And someone is mowing the lawn. Do you see that? That is so crazy. Like, the word just popped out to me on the thing. Something about the way you see things, the way you're gonna see things. Because I feel like this is also foretelling your future. The way you're gonna be so like able to quickly see things and be able to, it's like you're encrypted. You're like an encryption itself, unlocking you. Not everyone can do that. Your brain has to work in a particular type of way to even unlock what you're saying. This ain't reading between the lines. This is a new fucking language, a new coded language, a new encryption that is not known by the masses. So just when someone thinks they got you figured out, or they unlocked you and they have some type of answer, just when they think they figured you out, you come up from another angle. It's like you go from creating the peephole that they look through, and when they come close enough, your angle, you have like this 360 angle where it's like, okay, now I'm behind you. but they're still looking through the fucking hole. Okay. But even the ones that think that they done outwit you or outsmart you or play some type of game, you look at you. You still offering an olive branch. I already knew you was gonna look through the hole. I already knew you was gonna be nosy. I already knew you couldn't resist. I already knew you couldn't help yourself. But this also was gonna be the path to your redemption. So you set it up. You already know how they're gonna play it. You already know what they're gonna be their first move. And then you strategically place yourself in a position to also show them like, hey, this is still your opportunity to do better, to do right. Because at the end of the day, the objective isn't to eradicate people, humanity. The objective is to introduce a new perspective. Imagine being on the TV screen, and while a person is watching the TV screen, eating popcorn, laughing, they don't even fucking know that you sitting there on the couch with them laughing too. You gave them the play to laugh at. You set it all up. That's you, Taurus. All day, every day. You can't tell them that this is their golden opportunity. You can't tell them the answers and the clues to the riddle. You can't give them the keys. So it has to remain a misunderstanding until they're ready to improve themselves. So shit don't move until you say so. You got people afraid to even say anything. I'm telling you. You're a conscious creator of your destiny. You are the sign. When a person comes in contact with you, you are the sign. You are a sign of the times. You're a sign of the time that's whatever you focus on, whatever you nurture, whatever you invest in right now, it's going to provide for many seasons to come. So if you waste it, who do you have to blame? Nobody. And so when people say, well, how am I going to do it if I have to pay this or I have to do that? What do? You don't go out there and sit down on a talk show or pull out your phone and tell the world, everybody listen, this is what you do. No. You're talking to the hands-on learners. You're talking to those that get it. You jump out there and you orchestrate an entire play with you starring in it. And in that play and in that movie, you're actually doing exactly what must be done. In that performance, you're doing exactly what must be done to solve the problem. You're doing it right in front of their face. But connecting the dots, seeing how it's all connected, is a step in the comprehension process that it ain't common no more. It was taken out of the system. It was taken out of education. It was taken out of as a foundational knowledge. It was taken away. And so common sense ain't common. Connecting the dots, it's uncomfortable. And so I was going to say, I heard kiss a lot of frogs. I don't know what the fuck that means. Anywho. So when you, Taurus, don't say anything, or when you're not giving answers and you're not saying anything, it's not that you're not speaking. What's understood shouldn't have to be explained. And if you have to explain every little thing to a person and break it down, that's laziness. That's laziness. So a lot of people, they don't say anything and they don't speak up and they don't give credit and they don't want, because they don't want you to know that they didn't know. For some of you, they want, you know, when a person is like super quiet in the classroom because they're afraid that you're going to think that they're slow or stupid. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There is no such thing as a stupid question. That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a fucking lie. Yeah. I ask stupid questions all the time. That's a lie. Whether I know it's stupid or not, it's stupid. Whether a person want to tell you the truth or not, they think it's stupid too. But they can't tell you that because they got to be politically correct. Because everybody's so sensitive and everybody got their feelings hurt. And some people use it as a way, see, that's why I wasn't going to say nothing anyway. Because I already knew you was going to think it's stupid. Cap. I get this kind of feeling. It wasn't for you. It's the way I like it. I think I had a phone call. That's the way I like it. Like, a lot of y'all are really, really smart for real. If you watch this motherfucking channel and you are a Taurus, y'all are super, super duper smart. And smart people don't really like to say a lot of words, so they sit quiet and they don't say anything. That's not smart. That's not smart. That's just a person that studies really hard how to look like they know everything. Real smart people make fools of themselves. They do. They are willing to make fools of themselves because they know that even that the entire fucking journey is a journey of the Fool card. Only want your love is solid. That looks so much fun. It's like he's using the lawnmower thing like a he's using it like a race car. That's the way I like it. So something about your family ties is going to be a significant source of wisdom. Okay, your pain. Oh my God, this reminds me of the train. That the train that was on the movie Loki. So it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to leave because with this tree energy here, like some of you guys, it's time for you to leave family groups. It's time for you to leave friend groups. Hell, it's time for you to leave some soul tribes that are not watering you. Okay? because you will become barren just like them. So that goes for everything, whether it's the family that you have at birth, the family ties that you create through business and relationships and partnerships, the soul tribes, the people. Once you outgrow something, the leaves, the tree doesn't mourn the leaves. If they gotta leave, they gotta leave. What this is saying is that something about you may have left your homeland or your family ties and you went somewhere else and you started your own, and then it feels like bad apples be in that shit too. You know what I think it is? It's wisdom, right? Because seeds represent wisdom. It's something that can be replanted and produce more from. This may be connected to your family karma. You know what's connected to your family? This may be something like you inherited, like family karma you inherited, and you're meant to like reconcile something. I don't know. There's some type of family karma that you inherited. It was passed down to you. I don't know. Let's see, because it's something there that they want to talk about. Like I feel like you're like a olive branch. You're an olive branch. So for those of you where you feel like you grew up in families where, let's say you had to get it out the mud. You didn't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth. All right. Maybe your parents weren't wealthy, or if they were wealthy, or you came from a wealthy family, maybe they didn't leave money just in your bank account. You sitting on it. You feel what I'm saying? And if you have that story where you were not, nothing was passed down to you, where you may have inherited the karma, you may have inherited the qualities or the attributes, but all your inheritance is inside of you. Okay, so all your ancestors made their sacrifices to put your inheritance inside of you. Okay, because I'm hearing Merlin. And so the chosen one, that would be what's her name? The Trinity or the Neo from your bloodline. Only that one, her and she, would be able to unlock their inheritance in their DNA. And so this inheritance was locked like in this way to protect anyone being able to access this power. That's what I'm getting. But through your experiences, through your setbacks, they're set up for success. Was it the day after tomorrow or the day the earth stood still? So your ancestors, which is like your descendants, spirit babies, would be considered spirit babies to you now, are actually your descendants from the future coming to you in a spiritual form in the present moment to tell you about what's happening in their reality in the future, what their hangups are, what they're struggling to, and they're telling you what they need you to do, because whatever you do now can change the course of their future. And so your descendants have really like mastering time travel, mastering being able to go back in time, to change history in order to influence or change fate of the future. And so you are someone that has a very, number 8 is very significant. Number 5, someone could be born August 5th, May 8th, May 23rd. Something about chromosomes. How many chromosomes do you get from a father? How many chromosomes do you get from a mother? I can't, it's not coming to me right now for whatever reason. So whatever hub, whatever connection, it feels like you're meant to give birth to some type of hive. All right, so you don't want just anyone. You know why you irritate certain people is because your soul came with its own repellent. And so people that feel like you're vile or you're ruthless or you're a horrible person, they're going to naturally repel you. And the people that repel you are evil. They're really evil. They can't stand you. And so when they reject you or they leave you or they repel you, it's a gift, not a curse. Wash out. Because yes, I'm telling you, lazy. Okay? They're bad news. They're lazy. They make excuses. They haven't accessed their own inheritance in their DNA. They make excuses and they look for bright ideas through other people because they can't generate it on their own. They're not self-taught. They refuse to do anything work. They wait to be spoon-fed and then they regurgitate it as if it's their own. And so some of you guys in a romantic sense, these people, in a romantic sense, these people, could have come up these people could come up for you in a romantic sense where it's like they come to you with their problems, but then they like the world to think that they came up with the idea. So in a relationship, they'll be like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. And then you'll be like, try this. You may find yourself having to get on the phone and call and you're calling for the person filling out their paperwork. You calling for the person giving them the answers or filling out the loans and applying for shit for them because it hurts their head to do anything that requires thought, intellect. And then you have that instance where it's like, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. So when you stop sharing and stop solving problems, and it's like, then there's a problem. Hold on. I need these cards. Ass so big, like the sun. Hope you gotta. I want to run, smack it in your face. If you want it, you can get it. Who sing that song? Trina? Somebody could be from Florida. Anyway, I digress. And then when you stop sharing and you don't want to give any advice or you're not generating any ideas and solving any motherfucking problems, telling them what the fuck to do. Hello? Tell me how you have shown some appreciation. Tell me what you have done. Some of you guys They too damn they eat so much at your table. They too damn prideful and proud to even admit that you where they got it from. But then they be sitting there trying to sound all intelligent and wise, like they're just this person. You know, people are walking around with your ignorant energy signature. I mean, the whole energy signature, the whole code. I promise you. They walking around and it's like people are saying, "Oh my God, you're so mature. You're so this, you're so calm." And it's like, oh yeah. No, but they're walking around with your energy signature. But you're not good enough to even admit that you where they got it from. You're the reason why a lot of people can sit up with their head up high and walk into rooms and spaces and feel confident. Then they be sitting there like, well, I helped you overcome this situation, or I was there for you in this situation. Who was there for you? No one was there for you but me. So they keep you small. And then, which is that gilded cage we talked about a long time ago. They keep you small and then try to manipulate and mind trick you as if they're protecting you from some shit that you wouldn't want to have to deal with. Because you don't know what it takes to endure doing this. It's not fun. It's not fun. If it's not fun for you, why the fuck are you doing it? You know why it's not fun? Because you're not being authentic and you're not being yourself. That's what they call doing it for money. Doing it for success, doing it for fame, doing it for glory. Trying to be Hercules head ass. And I feel like whoever you are, you bored. You bored. It's very heartbreaking and it's disheartening. Three of Swords. It's disheartening. Because now they're trying to tell you, oh, you got unrealistic expectations. The world ain't ready for you yet. They ain't never gonna be ready if you don't put them in a position to have to even experience something outside of their comfort zone. Shock treatment. That's cap, because really what a person doesn't want to do, they don't want it to change. They want it to stay the same, and they want to conquer it under the conditions that it's in. And it's giving me Maleficent energy. How he befriended her just for him to steal her wings and sell them to the highest bidder to promise to give himself inheritance that he wasn't born with, that he can't unlock. He ain't have that gift inside of him. So he went somewhere in foreign land, and the moment he knew what the fuck he had in his hand, that he had befriended someone that was born to protect the entire fucking forest, born with the inheritance and the power in them. Like, oh, you're a villain. Nobody's gonna miss you. And you wonder why they don't fucking get close to or let nobody in their fucking forest, in their land, their territory. Because the moment that you befriend someone and you let them into your nest, into your hive, into your environment, the first thing that they want to do is take down the person that nurtured it. Everybody in the forest suffered for what happened to Maleficent. Everybody suffered. And he didn't care. He went to his castle. You don't need to fly. You don't need to be free. You don't need to be free. I'm civilized. I'm likable. Yeah, I may hurt your feelings, but that's a sacrifice worth making. If I'm successful, don't you think? Wouldn't you want to be a good friend and sacrifice yourself so I could be successful, so I could have everything? And this is why there's so much trust issues. This is where it stems from. Because it's like, how did I not see that this person had ill intention or malice? How did I not see that? Because you're not naturally born evil. You're not born a villain. Villainized, but you're not born a villain. Villains are made. Now, those of you that are born a villain, that's what I'm saying. Those of you that are born a villain, it's inherited. So you become like a recessive gene that's a villain by nature. You've seen a lot, you've experienced a lot, and now you carry certain codes inside of you that's been mutated. So you're a mutant now, where certain codes inside of you have already been designated to block certain things. You over time, your genes mutated itself. And so you're not just a regular bee anymore. Okay? You're a vulture bee. You mutate. That's what creation does. It mutates based off of how they're treated. 1 + 1 = what? So everything that we have here, everything that's being experienced, it is a direct cause of how you treat someone. When you talk nicely to something that's alive and living, a living organism, it prospers. When you talk bad to it every single day, it flourishes. It doesn't flourish. Some people too arrogant where they don't want to speak to you nice every day. They don't want to say nice things to you every day. And that's why nothing but jealousy and envious energy. So you got to go where you love, where you nurtured. Why would you pretend? Why would you not pretend? Why would you defend a partnership like this? That ain't no partnership. It's a bunch of users that want you in bondage or enslaved to them. Even more, the fact that you attracted a lot of these motherfuckers is wild. I don't know. Why did Taurus attract a lot of these energies towards them? Oh, they're supposed to unlock something. They're supposed to unlock your next phase. So the more that they hate, they unlock another era for you. It brings about a new dawn or a new day. Fuck. I just picked this shit up. It makes you stronger. Prepare for your next road. On the road again. That's where we are. So there's something that something that you have to go back and do. Yep. You have to go back. Some of y'all are about to go back to like a family dynamic. You're about to go back to a hometown. You're about to go back somewhere and you're about to claim your inheritance. And if you don't want to claim your inheritance, it's creating a lot of delays. Okay? Because after you went through the karma and you paid the debt, a part of the story is for you to go back where you came from. Like Simba did Pride Rock. And you have to claim that territory. Some of you guys, it's an actual relationship, a strained relationship. Yeah, because it's like immature. You have to finish something that you started. And it's going to unlock and set free something. So now it's like, you're not doing it for this or that. You're doing it for, like, you have a cause. This time when you go back, before when you left, you didn't have a cause. Now you have a cause. And so in order for you to come back and conquer something, you had to go away for a while, or you had to go your step away for a while so you can conquer it. Either you can come back with understanding who you are, your position, and how you conquer what you had to walk away from. Because there's someone that's very it's like a baby dragon. So like, even though Daenerys had 3 dragons, 3 of them had 3 different personalities. Okay? One of them didn't like to be told what to do, so they did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Hey, sorry, but it just is what it is. One was extremely loyal. The other one, kind of just went along with things. But at the end of the day, those were her children. Those were her children. Those were her babies. That was her creation. She died about them. To bring them to life, she went through the fire for them. So, whatever you don't conquer, it's passed down to your descendant. And when they experience a certain experience, it'll be just the work that you didn't complete that would unlock the genetics. It's something about unlocking the genetics. That's all it's really about. Because no matter where you go, the moral of the story is, no matter where you go, you're not going to be happy with no one or doing nothing else unless you conquer and finish what the fuck you started. And that's just the way that you're hardwired. Bottom line. I don't fucking know why you hardwire yourself like that. Why did you come here and hardwire yourself like this? What you was trying to accomplish? You're not built to accept defeat. So why do you want to convince yourself that there's no hope? It's like you want to convince yourself there's no hope. Because shit like that. I get it. I understand. Because it seemed like the moment that you got a little shuffle and things going well, then some shit fall out your hand, or some shit feels like it's outside of your hands and you can't control it. And you be ready to fucking Dracarys. Everybody had ass. Don't it? Yeah. Light it up. Light it on this bitch. What the turn fire. I know. But you're meant to learn how to see it from a different perspective. That which is meant to drive you crazy or irritate you, if it fell on the floor, maybe I'm not meant to have it right now. You see how we shift that perspective just that instantly? And then that's going to unlock something in your DNA. This is bullshit. Okay, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Okay, so when you have strained relationships or something like that, it is within your divine right to protect the people you can't stand the most. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of people on earth right now were not raised. Okay? They were not raised. They just weren't raised. So I don't care where you go, this energy is going to follow. They were not raised. Even the ones that look like they got it figured out, even the ones that look like they got it all worked out together and different things like that, they got this going on, that going on, they were not raised. It does not matter. But to be an empress, or to master the role of an empress, it has absolutely nothing to do with being happy 24/7. You know why? Because no matter how much you love your kids, this is how you know it's true. No matter how much you love your kids, they annoy you. And you can tell yourself they don't. And I can guarantee you that when they cross over and they're not here anymore, you're going to wish they were still here to annoy you. How many mediumship readings did I do? How many spirits talk to me on a regular basis? And they just want me to tell their loved ones that I know that I don't hold it against you on the days that you did not want to do it, on the days that you felt like you were annoyed or you were bothered. I don't hold it against you. Do you know how many people walk around with that cross to bear? Did I treat them? Why was I irritated? Or why was I annoyed? And they walk around and they stay in that loop. Why not just give them some extra? Why was I so irritated by them? I wish I wasn't. They say this all the time. And their loved ones come to my side of my bed on the regular. And they're like, just tell my loved one that there was nothing that you could do, that you didn't do anything wrong. That is a normal emotion. It makes you human to be able to admit that they ignored the fuck out of you and their choices that they made in life. But they don't want you to remember that. Because they want you to know you were meant to be annoyed. They were meant to annoy you. It's a part of it. The growing pains. It's a part of the human experience. It's a part of incarnating. Wanting everything to be copacetic. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's they will never tell you because the pictures look normal. The pictures look calm. Behind closed doors, they hate each other's gut. And sometimes someone gets very immature when they get impatient or they're not getting the attention that they want. They act like a child and they have grown baby man and woman tantrum. But if you can see it from another perspective, the missing blocks that may be missing, the answer will appear. The remedy will appear. The patience will be there. And instead of getting on the ground with them, having a tantrum with them and saying, "Woe is me," you'll look at them and you'll say, "Get up." And they'll be over like, and you'll be able to stay composed and you'll be able to say, "Get up." And sometimes you may just have to whop, whop, whop. And that'll be better. Oh, now my brain is working. Don't you hit your refrigerator? When your refrigerator is not working right, don't you hit the radio? Radio, act right. We are in a recessive session of life. We're regressing. We're aging backwards, which means the older they are, the more childish they are. The more immature they are. It's been going this way for a long time now. And this comes from holding their shit together for so long and not wanting it to be known publicly and be humiliated. That when they had kids, they couldn't hold it together even if they tried. And now here you are. Some of y'all are married to these people, or some of y'all are dating these people. And you're like, how did I get here? And so the answer ain't going to be able to come from no one outside of your hub. The answer is going to have to come from within. A higher power is going to have to navigate you through this dysfunction. You have more authority than you know. Lean into it. I just keep hearing, lean into it. Lean into it. Lean into it, Taurus. Because a lot of y'all, you got haters that been wanting to see you fail for so long. And seeing you fail in this way, feel defeated in this way, has been like something that inherently, like, they're celebrating at your grief. Like, aha, Taurus, you failed. Aha, Taurus, you failed. But it's like God has other plans for you. Two of Swords. You just don't see it yet. You just don't know it yet. See, you hitting rock bottom is a part of your victory story. And I know we was all over the place in this reading because I really was just channeling for real. But you are not alone. I can't tell you how to do it. But God is about to take someone through it. Shit. So they can show you how to so they can help take you through there. Okay, you about to go through something, and then it's gonna help you take other people through there. Take me through is giving big Ekane energy. Okay. Play with her if you want to. I don't play about her. Take me through there. Take me through there. It's giving big Ekane energy. Swear for God. And it has something to do with your inheritance. You're doing exactly what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Lean into it. Fuck people, their opinion. Can't nobody tell you this ain't their journey. This is your journey. Okay? This ain't their debt. This is your debt. How you want to live it. How you want to play it. The cards is ever in your hand. It's always in your hands. How you want to do it. And the moment that you decide that this is how you want to do it, the universe is going to conspire to make sure you are successful in every way possible. You a soldier. Mm-hmm. You a soldier. Damn. You a soldier.